You got a
Huzzah!
got a green square.
Oh,
Quick,
fuck,
someone
password.
tell Cowett.
I don't want to see my password. Sons of bitches.
I
Don't
assume
repeat your password now.
Hunter 2.
QWK upper thing JYBDCR2 pound RU 45CC pound W percentile W asterisk A. Some of those are uppercase.
1, 2,
I think you forgot
3,
an R.
4.
Bye, Val.
Who the hell puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What's the password? That's what people use in their luggage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's amazing. It's the same combination I have on my luggage.
Oh,
all right.
Gosh. Well, we're
hey,
live.
there's Ren.
We made
Are
it.
we? Are we streaming?
It. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. We even have 0
How'd that
dropped
happen?
frames.
Hey, the man can't keep us down.
We don't have any frames. Have we? Can we drop them?
That's a 0 out of 0.
Hey, now.
That's infinity. That's the best.
Oh, no. We just flipped inside out like a vacuum cleaner eating itself.
I hate when that happens.
I always thought that was a real thing until I was, I don't know, 5? That's not
You know
really
what's a
all
real
I think.
thing? Is cutting the power cord with a hedge clipper.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing.
Not
did you do
necessarily
that?
advised.
It has been
I
done.
I don't know when my mum got access to her first vacuum cleaner, but she definitely instilled a lot of anxiety in me about the vacuum cleaner. It was a lot of like, if you run over the cord, you get electrocuted and die. If you run over a puddle of water, you'll get electrocuted and die. I'm like,
Just give me a broom.
how about I just sweep, Mom?
That's good. That's good. We had one of those canister vacuum cleaners. Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was a giant Electrolux thing that looked like you couldn't blow it up with a nuclear bomb. I mean, long hose, it had like the one wheel in the front, two big wheels in the back. It was, and it had a retractable power cord. And if you were anywhere near that thing when it came whipping through, you would lose an eyeball. It was just
take a chunk out of your shin.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, we lost a gerbil to that thing too.
To the power cord or the vacuum?
To the vacuum cleaner.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah,
you put it in reverse.
Just blast hamsters across the room.
Heard of a potato cannon, but damn.
Yeah,
we had one of those too, and growing up on a farm, my dad was able to he figured out the exact brand of hairspray, the Aquanet, that stuff that
Yes.
And he took a big maple leaf and he stuck a near ripe walnut down there and rammed it down with a broom, and then thunk, and nearly hit the neighbor's property.
Near ripe walnut, like a brown or slightly green tinge?
Maybe
or
it's
what?
not a walnut. I don't know. It's the green kind of meaty part around the actual nut.
Yeah.
So when it's near ripe, it's kind of squishy. So it makes a nice seal inside the potato gun.
How do you make a seal inside of a gun?
Okay.
Now we're just silly.
That's
just
great.
silly.
So for one of my daughters, let's see, I think it was my oldest daughter's 10th birthday. Up until that point, we always had piñatas. Because they love the piñatas.
Oh, yeah.
It's
fun. Yeah.
So they still wanted a piñata, but I decided to do it a little different. So that year, I made a potato cannon. And this potato cannon,
I love it,
was almost 6 feet long. It was monstrous.
I remember that year too.
And at the time, they were still watching My Little Pony, so I painted it pink, and it was called Pinkie Pow, right? This was an industrial strength potato cannon. I'm serious. I mean, it had the flame chamber and everything, and I used a grill starter in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
You had like a spark, like it was a trigger.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a snap, like that did. Like it was.
Yeah.
This is a
And so I
fucking
got a step ladder and I strapped it to the step ladder. So it's, we
for
hung
now
the-
it's
support.
now it's mounted.
it's mounted. Yes, it was mounted.
4-point
It's an
mount.
emplacement.
Yes. And so I strapped it down with shock cord so you give a little bit of adjustment to aim it. And
Yeah, the
so we hung up
declaration.
the poor pinata up. It's a hickory tree in our backyard, and so we had all these girls over. Right, we're ready to do this, and they're firing artillery in the backyard. That sucker is loud.
Yeah. It was powerful too.
It
Because they
was
finally
loud.
hit.
Yes,
I,
I mean they were missing like crap, and of course the potatoes are flying. I don't know where they went. I mean they went far.
The neighbors know.
I wanted this story to end though with Jamie's hamster coming flying out of the sky, just like.
Yeah.
I seem to remember, I think I was actually at that birthday party. I seem to remember when they finally hit the pinata, it fucking obliterated it.
It did.
just-
It sublimated.
It did. It just,
It did. It sublimated.
just turned into
Just powdered sugar falls to the ground.
just
Yes.
candy. It just fell to the earth.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
hilarious.
Mom was there for that too. She got a kick out of that one.
Yep. That was fun. I still have that cannon. It's downstairs. It's legal, by the way.
It's registered.
Don't
It's
do
got a
this-
serial
Don't
number.
do this at home, kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But here's how.
It's locked in a gun cabinet.
it's in a safe. Biometric access. Oh man.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
I
can
did.
totally see
Uh,
that.
Yeah, a friend told me after the fact, it's like, that's illegal, right? I'm like, no, didn't know that. Now I do.
That's news to me.
Yep.
Buster in the stream chat says that he took a barn door off the hinges with a potato gun once.
I don't doubt it.
That's impressive.
Mhm.
That is very impressive.
My
They
first
are
experience with the
powerful.
potato cannon was a friend of mine, Jesse. You knew Jesse growing up, and I assume he did. Anyway, he made a PVC pipe and had the end of it,
Yep.
and had this snapper thing that would a spark inside of it. You
Mhm.
just absolutely cram a potato down there, so there's no air whatsoever, and he filled it with lighter fluid, and just I don't know how we didn't blow each other's arms off, but because it would ignite, but the potato would come out. It took like several ignitions for the potato to come out.
Oh,
And finally, when it did, we were shooting at a dumpster, and it put a good 1/4-inch dent in that fucking dumpster when the potato came out. I'm like, I'm done. I mean,
Yep, I'm done.
that's just a bad idea, man.
Oh well, that's good stuff.
You know,
So
I'm
happy-
getting ready to, huh?
I was just going to say, so happy Canadian Thanksgiving. I was going to pivot.
We'll shoot a turkey.
wanna
out of
see-
potato
If we want to keep talking about illegal firearms, then go for it. But I was done.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's
I'm getting ready to indoctrinate a friend of mine into Dungeons and Dragons 5th
Mhm.
edition.
Mhm.
She has never played, so I'm going to run a short adventure for her next week, and a couple other friends, four players, and trying to get everybody to make a character and kind of see what they want. Everybody wants to make the same thing, so I'm curious what your favorite 5e character, like absolute favorite, you would play it every time if you could, but you just want to like explore other things. Mike, what's your favorite 5e character?
I don't
Excuse
know
me,
that
class.
I don't know that I've played enough 5e to tell you what my favorite class is. I can tell you my favorite character that I've played so far was a warlock.
Okay.
She wasn't particularly combat effective. She wasn't bad, but it was just a fun character to play. I like having that external thing that you kind of have to report to. I thought that led
patron.
that led to some interesting storytelling opportunities.
What about you, Heath? Do you have a favorite, like, or maybe an absolute anti-favorite, or whatever? What do you hate?
I think one of my favorite characters was my cleric. It was my life cleric.
Is that in Rise of Tiamat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the tank for the group, and it was awesome. Life clerics. He was fun.
Yeah,
He was the character was he was originally an orc, and he died and was reincarnated as a human.
and he worshipped the Black Ray Fire.
Raven Queen.
Raven Queen.
Right. So yeah. So as an orc, he was evil, and then as a human, he was good. But he worshipped the Raven Queen in both cases. But it was a lot of fun. I like the life cleric.
What's you, Jamie?
I have played a grand total of 2 5th edition characters.
You're fairly new to it. Okay, fair enough.
I've played a rogue, arcane trickster to 5th level, I think 5th level. And then let's see, a Goliath fighter. I'm still trying to figure out how to keep him above 0 hit points. So I'm liking the fighters. Got some neat abilities, but I think the arcane trickster are they well. So the arcane trickster goes back like 20 years of a class that I've been wanting to play. I tried, I don't know, 3 times, I guess, maybe total of sorry.
You saw what Ren put?
Yeah, I just saw that.
that.
Yeah, thanks for that. But no, the arcane trickster is fantastic. The abilities, I know you can get a familiar that can help you with your sneak attack. I mean, with booming blade, I was doing 2d8 plus 3d6 plus 5 every time I stabbed with a rapier. Yeah. And I mean, in our last fight in that game, I crit in consecutive rounds and did 50 points of damage each time. And I was like, yeah. So
I mean, I had fun with my cleric, but I gotta say, I like Khaldun a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The armored wizard is pretty fantastic.
And that abjuration shield you've got going.
Yeah,
that's I mean, it's like I wouldn't say free, but it's a false life kind of ability that you can just redo with pretty much any abjuration spell, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be the spell false life.
Well, and it is the first wizard I've played with that can act as a tank.
Yeah.
Like you can tank, you can tank hits.
Yeah, it's great. The I forgot about my most recent 5th edition character, who is a Warforged artificer. They're only 2nd level, but Onus is fun. Like they are Warforged, so I'm trying to stick with they because there's no designation there. But they have some really cool abilities, and since they're Warforged, I'm trying to do, like, instead of casting a spell and magic whirling around, is like if they do what's the firebolt like cantrip. So like there's a little thing pops open on the shoulder, and it could and then launches fire out of it, and then down back in the shoulder.
Predator style.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you playing in Eberron?
I'm sorry.
No.
Are you playing in Eberron for this, or is it just?
No, it's
Descent into Avernus.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh,
the play by post on the Discord, which you should all go visit because it's a fun.
Everyone come to the Discord. Yeah.
I played the first. I got to actual hell in Descent before I had to drop out. Descent to Avernus. Oh no. Before I had to back out for podcasting reasons. Yeah. It was actually pretty neat. I wish I could have stuck around and finished it. It took them 2 years of playing, once a week, 4 hours to finish the entire campaign. And a buddy of mine running it said it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I just started a new game with a group that we've been playing in Zoom and in person recently. We played Pathfinder Into the Storm. We played Starfinder Into the Unknown. I think that's what it's called. There's kind of starter set, and then now we're doing 5th edition Lost Mines of Phandelver. And in the first encounter, if my I was accused of using loaded dice, and they're not loaded. But I switched dice, and at the end of that round, the 3 characters that were down were back up again. So that was good. But yeah, my goblins were quite effective in their little ambush.
Those toilets are tough.
Oh man, yeah, flushing the toilets.
Talking about the arcane trickster in the game that Heath played his life cleric, I played a multi-classed monk / arcane trickster, and I took the mobility feat.
Very effective.
Man, I was moving 150 feet around. I was literally moving so fast I was clearing entire dungeons and coming back and reporting, and then we go take off and explore. It was kind of cool. I mean, it was neat. That was his shtick, right? I mean,
Yeah.
but he moved 50 feet and then bonus action and then dash. I mean, like he was just warp speed all the time.
And you had
that
the
was-
staff you had that spider staff.
I had the spider staff. Yeah, so my attacks were kind of gross too because monk weapon, extra damage, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. It was a lot of fun. But if I were to pick a character class, and still by far, and it probably has been since Pathfinder, the Bard, man. I love Pathfinder Bards. I just love the Bard class. I have never. It's arcane caster. It's useful in combat, out of combat. Like they're just always fun, and I always have fun playing one. So I'm looking forward to getting played. I played a Bard in Ravenloft. You ran that game, and a Bard in Ravenloft ain't so great.
Yeah. Is it bad that when you say you played something in Ravenloft, my initial reaction is to say, for how long?
Yeah. Well, it's very accurate. I traded him out. I stopped playing him, and he got stuff happened to him, and I started playing a warlock.
Plot.
I don't want to give away too much if you haven't played. Played Ravenloft, but I do not like the warlock. I've tried it twice, and I just can't get into the warlock. I don't know. They're great for a dip. I mean, they're a great marinara, man. Like, but for an actual straight up class, I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway.
I'd like to play a genie warlock. That's one of the ones that I hear is actually pretty good straight up single class warlock.
The only thing I have the biggest thing I have against warlocks is they are just one shot. They're one trick ponies. Like they have their one ability to blast, and they have a couple other things, and their spells are very limited to short rest. And if your DM limits your short rest to a couple a day, then yes, Mike.
So I was going to say one of the challenges I set myself when I made my warlock, the one that I really liked, was that I could not take Eldritch Blast. And it worked.
That's the one
It
trick.
worked surprisingly well. So yeah. Oh yeah, shush.
No. I was thinking that's what Matt was saying. That's their one trick is the Eldritch Blast. But I didn't use the one trick.
The one trick. It should be a class feature given how many other things hang off of it. But I didn't take it on purpose to see if it was possible. It is.
Well, you know who I bet wishes they had Eldritch Blast right now? Tarathiel. So a little recap from last week and the week before, actually, because it led to this. 2 weeks ago, you guys were loaded up in Oryx Bathhouse looking for the goblin incursions that were coming to town, the ones that were just causing mayhem and strife and not really causing much damage or death or dismemberment. And you found them, and they were coming out of Oryx Bathhouse every night. And the grand plan was to ambush all 30 of them.
Yeah,
I think Mike has a recap.
Yeah.
Mike. Please recap it away.
Is it in limerick form?
It's not, but I wrote, the city of Cauldron lies under threat of goblinoid invasion. Charged by the corrupt guard to end the threat, our heroes located the bathhouse that the goblins have been geysering from each night and set a deadly ambush. Covered in goblin guts, the crew discover that it's not just the bathhouse proprietor, Oryx Stonehaven, who has been charmed by the mysterious Drakthar, but also the goblins themselves. Trepidatiously, the party delves into yet another closet to the Underdark, facing goblins who are better armed and prepared for combat. Khaldun reads magical bedtime stories to put the goblins to sleep, and Farazan gives the rest the chop, while Tarathiel ranges ahead and nearly walks into a deadly canine encounter.
Bravo. Do you have inspiration?
I don't. That's why I did it.
Strategic summary.
Well, you know what? Even if I didn't have the thing where I give everybody inspiration at the beginning of every recording, you'd get it anyway. Congratulations. You have earned your inspiration, sir.
Now I can die.
Very nice. Now you need it because you just, after trudging down into this what looks like probably was originally set up for storage for the store above, but also looks like it was made to house people. So maybe a barracks once upon a time. Very, very distinct dwarven architecture. Sneaking around, you found that you didn't dispatch all 30, or you dispatched 30 goblins. We didn't dispatch every goblin in this Drakthar's way.
Of course not.
We didn't even kill them all. There were many that were asleep.
Yes, and Auric is up there guarding them with his geyser.
Geyser.
Met a few of the goblins down here, some sneakier ones, a bit more tactical. And Tarathiel, as you've explored into the more unhewn area, the crack in the earth that broke, or the crack in the volcano that opened up into this area, snuck around and found another goblin who was, as you walked around the corner, mounting his warg. And at the time, I think I said roll initiative, but I'd forgotten because of the way you were moving and how we were describing things. You were actually
in
still
initiative.
in initiative. Yes.
Mhm.
And so I have rolled this creature's initiative
I don't like it.
and placed it in initiative.
Uh-oh.
And Tarathiel, your turn is over.
Yeah, can I take a free action at the end of my turn?
Yes.
It won't be effective at all because Tarathiel kind of sees this ducks around the corner and is like, "Guys, we need to get up here. There's some evil thing here." Not remembering, of course, that Tarathiel is psychically linked to the 3 goblins upstairs, so, and not to his 2 companions at all.
That's right. I forgot you intimidated him last week.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Yeah, Merc and his buddy are upstairs. They're like, we have to get down there.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That would
we're
be
in danger.
awesome if they showed up as reinforcements.
Oh yeah.
Pazel. Anything?
Does she see anything in the hall?
No. Hall is clear still. So Pazel is back in the initial hall that the characters went down into, and she's keeping an eye on that long hallway. But she does not see or hear even anything going on at this moment.
Then
I
what
think
good
I'm
is
going to
she?
leave her there. I really don't want something coming up behind us.
Okay. It is one of the evil's turn. Now it looks like there was a goblin directly in front of Khaldun. I've got a sneaky on
He's
him,
asleep. He's asleep.
but that's right. That's the sleep symbol. He's been knocked out. Khaldun and Farazan, give me a perception check.
This is going to be good.
You've got your light out, so you're extending light.
Yep.
5,
Yep.
10, 15, 20. So I will need it with disadvantage, though, because it will be in the dim light that you
Oh.
may be seeing some movement. Now that I've given it to you.
Sorry, I have clicked on the wrong character. I was like, how do I have a +7 in perception? There's no way that's right.
What character are you playing?
Level 5.
You said
Arcane Trickster.
disadvantage, right?
I'm sorry? Yes, disadvantage because of the dim light.
8.
And 9? All right.
Yeah.
Strictly better.
It is Khaldun's turn.
All right, let's see. I know where Tarathiel went.
Yes. He went down the hallway and into this open area that's been cracked open. And you can see, don't forget, you can see into the same area in that direction. It drops off about 10 feet. It looks like these goblins had been using this area as maybe a lookout for this open area that I've shown you. Is it still open? It doesn't look open to me.
I can see most of the crevice.
Oh, that's right, because Tarathiel, you opened it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're seeing these declination lines. That -10 means it's 10 feet below the current height that you're standing now. And it's a gradual decline to the east, according to the map, but to the bottom of the map. It's going downwards that way.
And that's a slope, not a terrace, right?
Correct. Yes, it's sloping down
Okay.
versus
All right.
stepping down.
Where's the lava flow when you need it?
I was thinking the same thing.
Careful what you wish for.
Either that or this is like the corridor that Indiana Jones runs down chased by the boulder. But it looks a bit wide for that.
Okay. I am going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15. So I step over and look around the corner. Can I see anything?
Your light will extend. No, what he's
So
well, you heard. Well,
my
actually,
light will extend right there.
Yeah, that's dim light, so you don't really see anything to the west, which is up, and to the east, you still see what's already been revealed.
Okay. All right. So I'm not aware of any creature.
No, you know Tarathiel is ranging ahead and being sneaky about it, but you don't really know what's going on. There's nothing to have alerted you to anything beyond what you've already seen.
So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 25, 30.
You hop down. That's a 10-foot drop.
You said that was a smooth.
Okay. When it's in the hallway, but this ledge. So go ahead and back it up. I don't want you to make an uninformed move.
Yeah, because I asked you, is this like a smooth little decline? You said yes.
Yeah,
it's not terraced.
The hallway itself is a smooth decline. You're up on a ledge 10 feet up where these goblins were kind of using it as a lookout. So where you are is a 10-foot ledge, but the hallway itself is a smooth tunnel going running
totally
south.
Different. Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, you'd have to make an athletics check.
I am going to jump.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
I can, sure, but it's less than my strength, so I can jump it. I can just do a long jump.
You're dropping 10 feet down. You're on a ledge that's 10 feet above the ground beside you.
Okay, the reason I did it is because it looks like it's a 10-foot drop down, right? Right at my feet.
Yes.
And then it's a 10-foot back up, so it's like an even, you see? So it's not a drop if I jump over the gap.
So that's still, you're jumping on literally a -10, which is 10 feet below where you're standing. This area, so
it's 10 feet down and then another 10 feet down. So it's 20 feet down. From where, so like if I'm right here.
Yes.
This is 10 feet down.
Yes, because
if
it
I
says
go
minus
here,
10.
It's another 10 feet down?
No, it's still 10 feet down. It's -10. That's kind of a flat area. You see up here it's -5. It drops down 10 feet. It's still at 10 feet. Drops down another 5 feet. Drops down another 5 feet. So this is it's 10 feet down. Okay. It's 10 feet down.
All right. It's just, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like me to do?
Athletics check.
Athletics?
Just see if you can reduce the damage. I like doing that for the first 10 feet.
Okay. I'm sorry. I rolled it with advantage. The first number was 19.
You're
19.
good. Take no damage. You are good.
Okay.
And extending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your dim light barely hits the edge of this matted lice, just infested. You can see even the dim light, the lice jumping around. You see movement. Give me a perception check. It's on the edge of your dim light, so you will be at disadvantage to see if you actually make out what Tarathiel saw.
Tarathiel's waving you away.
4.
Go ahead.
4.
I am aware of everything.
Yeah. You don't really make out any kind of movement up that way.
Okay.
And the same perception, you don't see Tarathiel in the corner hiding either.
He is hiding.
Yes.
So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go over here.
Okay. Is that with a dash?
Yes. I take dash action. Yep.
Okay. All right. Skaldoon, Fair's on. Everybody's left you, and you got a sleeping, snoring goblin beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that I can see there? The map is kind of covered up.
I'm going to uncover it, but it's just a little crevice.
Is it just a little? Okay. Yeah. All right.
I got it.
There's no light source in this room, is there?
Not anymore.
It just ran away.
It just ran away.
Well, you're in some dim light. His light barely touches you. You're on the edge of his dim light. So
Yeah.
you're not in
5,
total
10,
darkness.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Actually, my dim light extends all the way over here.
Right. I mean,
Holy
but
cow.
you're in dim light. You can see.
Okay. I didn't know if I needed to turn my long staff into like a long little pole where he's like tap 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 tap.
Checking for traps. First edition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always thought it'd be fun to just wield a 10-foot pole. So, no. If I can see that the corridor is a hop, step, and a jump over the sleeping goblin, I'll probably go that way. But if you think that block there in the middle would kind of inhibit, or do you think it
Are you talking?
like this? Oops, I'm mispinged this corridor.
So you know that corridor's there. You saw it when the light was there.
Okay.
You may not be able to completely see it well now, but you know there's a passageway there.
Oh, my light should be shining through it, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say the light's gonna probably
Yeah,
wrap
actually,
around.
you do see a beam of light down the hallway.
All right.
Man, I've got to get the interactive light, but that's such a pain in the dork to get set up.
Right in the dock.
It's
I
dang dork damage.
Okay. So Farazan is going to follow the light like a bug. I can't help it. It's follow the light.
So beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
yeah. So that's about 30 feet. These are 5-foot squares. Yes.
They are, yes.
Okay. So.
So at this point, you're about 5 feet above the tunnel floor.
Okay. Tarathiel just came, and with Khaldun being in that little nook there, I probably can't see the warg at all, can I?
The warg?
The goblin on the warg?
Yeah. Unfortunately, his light is blocked by this little crevice he's stuck himself into. The light for now ends about in this area. Not because it runs out, but just because, the cave walls are blocking direct light. So you can see to about right here with bright light, but the shadow beyond it.
Yeah, Farazan makes a fair amount of noise in his splint mail. So when he came around that corner and he sees the light source of Khaldun, is Khaldun giving him one of these numbers, one of these numbers.
You see Khaldun, he's a beacon.
That's what I'm saying. Is he?
Okay.
Is he saying go that way? Is there any?
I'm not aware of anything.
Okay, you're not aware of anything.
I'm just I'm exploring, trying to find stuff.
Tarathiel has seen, but nobody else has seen the Warg Rider.
I just envisaged this corridor now as a half pipe, and you could just skate down and come up the other side and land right next to Khaldun. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, 7 foot, 350-pound dudes on a skateboard. I think that's a really good idea. Among a list of good ideas that I could do right now, that's probably number 7 on them.
Real quick, today I was told that if I were ever to decide to try to go skiing again, I should do ski boarding because of my size versus skiing.
What's
never thought of it? Yeah, snowboarding. Sorry, snow skiing versus snowboarding. I was told I would have a much easier time trying to snowboard.
Why?
Fun fact.
Is this person a friend of yours?
Not really.
Do they wish you harm?
Somebody I knew. Well, she said that she used to teach skiing and snowboarding, and that bigger people, because of the weight distribution of the snowboard, had a much easier time controlling than with a pair of skis. That was her advice.
It's probably better on your knees and ankles too.
I have no intention of going skiing anytime soon, but I thought it was interesting. I thought I'd pass that along.
I've been skiing / snowboarding one time in my life, and I left the mountain in the little emergency rescue sleeve behind a ranger, and went to the emergency room. So yeah, it'll be a little while before I go back.
Well, he actually taught me how to ski, and I had moments of mass destruction in my mind. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But then you know what? You were about to throw your skis down the mountain, and then you put them on and you skied down the mountain.
Yeah, well, that was the second time. The first time we skied was in the Alps, and I was wearing blue jeans, and that was a massively
Yes.
Yeah, that was a cold day.
That's
Yeah.
a long
There-
fall.
Their slope markings are a little different than they
Oh
are.
God.
I will say.
Nice fluffy bunny slope goes straight to black diamond death
No,
with maybe half
Am
an
I
ounce.
seeing double? Why is there 2 black diamond? You don't want to know.
it means it's twice as easy. Now one of the things that they taught me in the little bunny school thing where they teach you, I was like the tallest person and the little kids learning how to snowboard, so they were like, oh, you'll be fine. I wasn't fine. But they teach you, you do the little leaf thing where you kind of simulate a leaf falling in the wind. And, yeah, it didn't end up real well. I separated my AC and yeah. It was really the story from the people behind me, because it was with a group. They said they saw me and they saw me try to slow down, and then all of a sudden they saw a snowboard and just snow. They said it was hilarious, but they were glad I was okay in the end.
Yeah, I learned to snowboard because my girls wanted to learn how to snowboard.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that changing your skiing reflexes to snowboard reflexes is difficult.
I bet.
See, I don't have
very-
any reflexes, so it's perfect.
Yeah. You have nothing to unlearn.
I'll just
I had a
warn
lot
you.
of fun.
Yeah, I'll just warn you. Catching your downhill edge, not a good idea.
It's bad. It's bad.
Mhm.
It's just bad.
Yeah, don't look at your feet while you're snowboarding. Anyway, I forgot. What were we doing?
Snowboarding.
You're about to get eaten by a warg.
No, I don't like it. I am going to ready an action. I believe I can do that, having already taken a move.
Move without a dash? You sure can.
Okay. 30 feet of movement, so I'm going to do that, and ready to attack anything that attacks me, essentially.
Okay.
I mean, that's anything that comes within my 10-foot range of my steak.
Okay, so if something gets within range of your attack, you're going to attack. Not if they attack you.
Something with teeth or sword or
Yeah, bad guy.
magic.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, bad
Not-
guy.
But you're not waiting.
Tarathiel.
You're
Yes,
you're
not
you're
Tarathiel
not
with a
waiting for
stick.
them to attack you. You're waiting for something to get in range.
Yeah.
Cool. No problem. That is the end of your turn. And turns are always so weird, right? This is all happening in 6 seconds. So I hate to say, like, after your turn, this happens. But while everybody's moving, as you get to the end of your 6 second of movement and preparing, you hear a very deep, very loud howl. It's obviously the warg howling. The howl is echoing throughout the entire chamber into the distance. And in slow but ever growing response, you hear high pitched goblin voices howling in response.
They have a cave troll.
Tarathiel, it's your turn.
Crap.
Tarathiel takes a free action to poop his pants, and then
That's not free. That's a bonus. That's bonus.
bonus action. Tarathiel's already hidden, right?
Yes, you.
I'm
Yeah, he bonus hit.
Yes.
I bonus hid. Okay. In that case, I am going to take an action to draw the dagger of venom.
Okay.
And activate it, because it's an
Ooh.
action to activate it to coat it with poison.
Poison lasts for a minute. Is that right?
1 minute. One
Okay.
minute or until discharged, until used.
So I also I want to help you out a little bit because you sent me a private message between recordings and asked me for specific information about an item.
Oh yeah, which I continue to fail to add to my character
Yes.
sheet.
So,
and it's a bonus action to deploy.
Just a nice benevolent GM reminder.
You're my favorite GM.
I am.
I can't even say that because one of my GMs is in the chat.
All right,
You're
I'll
amongst
log out so we can say this.
you're amongst my top 5 GMs. How's that?
Okay, I'll take it. I know 4.
So I tell my kids all the time. I'm like, you're in my top 5 children. I only have 3, but they're up there.
Technically correct.
So I'm really just stalling while I go and look for that information because you sent
Sure.
it to me.
Sorry.
But yeah, I'm going to take a bonus action to deploy some what are they called? Caltrops.
Caltrops.
And I think I
Footsteps.
can only
Farazan's
do one at
standing
a
right
time.
next to you, man. Come on.
Okay,
So
man, you're
if
gonna
you can't-
deploy a big stick. I'm gonna.
if you can't remember how they work, you can deploy them as a bonus action into 2 separate 5-foot squares within 30 feet.
Yeah, and they don't have to be adjoined.
Correct. So you click within 30
So-
feet where you want those, and I've got a neat little doodad thing.
Oh, cool. I was gonna draw it.
Mm-mm.
Got something like that.
Just in the process of reloading my Roll20 because I can't.
Ah.
My map is different to what's on Twitch. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just moving around.
I will deploy them there.
Here?
Yeah. And yeah, I guess just there.
Here. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So,
So yeah, bonus
they're
action to
going
do
to have
that
to.
and draw the dagger.
All right. You are. That sounds like it. Okay. Pazel. Pazel sees nothing, hears nothing. Well, she definitely heard the echoes and the sound of the howling, just like everybody else did, but she does not see any movement.
Okay. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna leave her there.
Okay. And
'Cause-
she specifically, the howling came from this direction. So to her, up the hallway to the top of the map to the west is where she heard all of the sound. Didn't really hear anything coming from the eastern side.
Can you ping that again, Matt?
Sure.
I had the stream zoomed in. Oh.
So she's hearing most of it from the western, the top side of the map, not hearing much from the eastern, the southern side of the map.
Did we?
Does that
hear it
include
from-
the? Does that include the goblin chatter in response?
That was the response that she heard. That's where she heard it, was from the eastern, western side.
All right. She's done.
Okay. Tarathia, no, excuse me, Farazan, give me a perception check, please.
I'll have another 10. That's fine.
With disadvantage again, or?
Yes, it will be with disadvantage.
Okie dokie. 5.
All right. You are attacked from the sneaky goblin that came the other direction.
Son of a
And it has advantage. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to roll like I always have been. First attack. Boop.
Nice.
With advantage. With advantage.
Dang it.
Sorry. Not
Nice.
much better. That is a miss. I said first attack. I meant advantage.
Mhm.
So the goblin that Tarathiel looked like it was chasing. Looks like it kind of took a roundabout path, came up behind you, and shot a bow and arrow, a short bow at you, missing very widely, actually critically hitting Khaldun. It's really unfortunate.
It's so sad. I mean, it really is. Alas, we knew
Just
him
goes
slightly.
down the skate ramp and just pops
Yeah.
up the other side. Just
Alas, we had heard of him.
Does that trigger Farazan's reaction to smack it with shtick?
I don't
It
think
does.
so.
It's within 10 feet. Yes, thank you.
Oh, does it?
Do you want to take your reaction?
Oh, my ready action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are
if I
you
did.
up or are you down on the ground? Are you in the tunnel? Let's see. Where are you? You're down in the tunnel at this point. You're standing next to Tarathiel, which actually gives credence to the fact that it missed because you did have cover. I'm going to say you can't reach being down there up to it.
Okay.
It's just a bit too ledgy and far away.
Okay.
But you have almost complete cover from it, from shooting a bow and arrow because of your being down beside the 5-foot thing.
Yeah. The step down.
Khaldun,
The
it is your turn.
he's in the half pipe. He's in the half pipe.
Yes.
Can I see the goblin that attacked Farazan?
Give me a perception check because it is in dim.
It attacked.
It's in dim light.
Is it hidden?
Not from Tarathiel.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. No, I'm sorry. You're right. It attacked. It's no longer. Yes, you can see it. No problem.
Okay. I am going to hurl a ball of fire at it.
May.
Arrows from one side, fire from the other side.
16.
Just gonna duck. That's a hit.
6 points of fire damage.
6 points of damage. All right. It takes the damage.
It takes the damage.
Farazan looks over and watch it.
I'll allow it. As per the rules of the game.
Yes. As it's within the purview of the rules, I will allow it.
Anything else you'd like to do, Khaldun?
I'm going to step, or there was nothing in this little crevice, right?
No, it's just a.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to step around to
Okay.
there.
So,
what can I see?
Yeah, now you actually see the goblin on the back of the warg. It's moved up, but it's not approaching you. You know what I mean? Like in this turn, it doesn't look like it's moving towards you. It has moved up a little bit, but it looks like it's standing steady where it is. And you also see that goblin that you just shot with a firebolt. Not much else has changed.
All right. I'm going to step back.
It's
like, ooh. Goblin with bow on mount, up, staring down at me. I am going to retreat a little bit. And I'm done.
All right, Farazan.
Looks over. It's like, can I get that light again?
You can still see it, I think.
You can see it. It's just in dim light.
Yeah, not the warg. Do I assume I saw the caltrops as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in my character sheet now. I won't forget them again.
Are there and is there enough room to let's see, well, I don't really want to go around them because I want them to be engaged by them. So Farazan is going to look at the brightly shining beacon of light that is Khaldun, and kind of thumb over his shoulder is like, can you take care of that? And then he will.
The goblin?
Yeah, the goblin.
Okay. Yeah,
and
I'll
then
burn him.
he is going to move here. What'd you say?
I said, yeah, I'll burn him.
Yeah, burn it with fire. Yep, I'll move
So
up there.
just before you move too far, I want to let you know the caltrops are dead center. These two areas on the sides are not completely cut off. I'm going to call those difficult terrain because it's kind of a half a square. So it will slow them down regardless of where they go. If they go through caltrops, obviously they have some problems. But to let you know, you are moving into a difficult terrain area. So just those 4 spots to the lateral sides of the caltrops are difficult terrain.
That's fine. I was going to stop there and ready another action to attack baddies.
Okay. In addition to that, now that it's coming around, going uphill, going against the grain is difficult terrain. Going downhill is not. So going up the incline will count as difficult terrain. Lateral movement side to side, no problem. Like that's all you've been doing. But now that you're going uphill until you're on the flat ground, will be difficult terrain. But going downhill has no problems.
Okay. So physics,
math, cardiovascular training.
Yeah, geography.
Hills, HIT, HIIT. Anything else, Farazan?
Just the readied action, I believe. Because now that my light source is gone, he's probably either in dim light or hidden. So I'm gonna stay back here. Not gonna run up ahead like a doofus. And yeah.
Hey.
So corner.
No. Farazan's the doofus. I'm trying not to be the doofus anymore because he's a quote battle master unquote.
So corner to corner, there is a straight line. Your light, you are still in Khaldun's light at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but just right above you is darkness.
Well, I'm wanting to draw him into the caltrops.
Okay.
He's gonna have to, or I guess the two of them are going to have to come down.
He's carrying a bow.
Oh,
he has a bow and
the
arrow.
light. You're just gonna get shot in the face.
You are in bright light.
That's why I ducked around the little rock there.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
in your defense, you haven't actually seen this thing yet.
Actually, he did when
Unless
I ducked
you
around
caught a
and
glimpse of it.
illuminated it.
Yep.
Yep.
You could have seen it then. So you know it's got a bow and arrow.
Okay. Well, shoot.
He will.
No, don't shoot. Can I? I forgot about the bow and arrow part, even though it's right there, bloody in front of me on the screen.
It's okay. You have all your movement. You can take that back. You've only moved 10 feet. You really haven't done anything. So do what you want to do.
All right, I'm gonna take my up the step so I can get to this goblin.
Okay.
And take a swing at this dude.
Whack-a-mole. All right.
Yeah, whack a goblin. Which button do I want to use today? How about this one?
D4.
No. How about a 9?
Is that total?
Yes, that's a total.
Yeah. That is a swing and a whiff.
A strike one. He is going to whip the other end of the pole arm, the long staff around, and hit it with the butt end for a bonus action.
Oh, 19's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's only going to be a D4 this time for 6 points of damage.
6 points. It is. Actually, it's down. I forgot about the firebolt. It is down.
Excellent.
Bleeding out.
In the cloud.
Like a young green child.
Yeah. He swings the staff around like because it's probably, I don't know, 8 to 10 feet long. So when he swings it around, he kind of jabs it with the butt end. He's like, "Don't shoot at people when they're not looking. It's not nice."
Why did you pick on someone 4 times your size?
Yeah, right. It's like, that wasn't a good idea.
All right. Anything else Ferris on?
No, I mean, I guess, can I listen to see if anything else is coming down that corridor at all?
Perception check? Sure.
Advantage, disadvantage?
Just for listening, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
So it just a listen.
Just a normal.
So just regular. Yeah.
Okay. How about a 10?
10. You hear the slight, gentle snoring of a goblin to this down below you.
Okay.
East.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
I have nothing left to do or kill.
Trathiel, so you are 5, 10, 15, 20. You're in dim light. What is your stealth roll? Because
All right, it was a 22.
Okay, well, you haven't moved. The warg rider is going to attempt to pick you out of the darkness or the dim light.
It's not very nice.
Does not seem to notice you. It's just pacing around because it noticed the caltrops dropping out, and it's eyeballing those, and it looks like it's just pacing back and forth, biding its time.
All right.
And now it's your turn, Tarathiel.
Actually, what is the range here? Yeah, there's probably things in the way. Okay, Tarathiel is going to step up, and he's going to throw this dagger of venom.
Okay.
Into the darkness to try and hit the goblin.
Oh, that's some nasty venom too.
I like it.
Actually, I'm wondering, like, if I stay where I am, I'm hidden. Do I have line of sight on him? Because that will give me advantage on the attack.
You have line of sight easily on the warg. I would give a little bit of cover to the goblin because of the corner. The warg is wide open. Let me see. Hang on. No, you're good. You got them both.
All right. I'm gonna try and hit the goblin with the dagger.
Okay.
So this should be with advantage, which for Tarathiel is a super advantage. There's a 24 to hit.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
That is it, sir.
Which is 8 piercing, 9 sneak attack, and potentially poison damage. You need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Probably made it. I rolled an 18.
Yeah, so it's DC 15.
Okay.
That's it then. So a total of 17 damage.
What's the 25 damage?
With the poison.
That's the total with the poison.
Oh, okay. 17 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
All right, this thing is listing in the saddle area of the warg.
Saddle area.
Yes,
Uh,
there's no saddle on this thing.
all right, and Tarathiel will duck back into the shadows and use his cunning action to hide.
Okay, give me a new
Reroll my stealth check. Stealth
And-
check. It's an 18. Not quite as good.
All right, it's not terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I still don't think
Oh.
Farazan would have seen him like at all. Like, he would have gotten out and thrown the thing
Yeah.
and then ducked back in there.
Farazan's like, what just happened?
It's like, why is it bleeding?
Hazel notices some movement.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, you were done, right, Tarathiel?
Mm-hmm.
Pazel sees movement.
Mm-mm.
The door to the west, way on down the hallway, opens up, and just crossing through the hallway from the door and down a side hallway, sees 3 goblins running that direction towards you guys, towards the players.
It's not very nice.
And you guys, nobody else, you can no longer see what's going on with the Worgen in that room. Everybody's taking cover behind walls. So, Khaldun, it's now your turn.
I'm going to step around to there. Do I still see the warg? Ooh,
Oh,
look at
wow.
that.
Crap.
What you didn't see were the other some other goblins running into the chamber during their turn. You do see the warg, and he looks slightly bloodied now.
Not good. I mean, that is good.
I'm
but it's
sorry.
not good.
I'm not the warg. The goblin rider and the warg, I guess.
That's what I meant. The warg rider, the one that was hit, the one that was just brutally maimed by Tarathiel,
Invisible mind blades.
looks hurt, but just barely bloodied at this point.
That was a very visible and poison blade.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's sticking out of the side rib.
Yeah.
What to do?
Kill them all.
Fireball,
Yes. Should I
fireball.
kill them all? Or should I string them up from the ceiling? I'm kind of feeling stringing them up from the ceiling.
10-foot ceiling, very webbable.
I was
cast
going to say,
web.
what do you call a group of goblins? A webbing. A webbing of
Yes.
goblins.
Yeah, I saw this. Someone posted something. It's like, it was like, a group of whales is a pod, so on and so forth. It's like a group of humans is a fuck that. All right, so I am going to web this wad of people. Let me refresh my memory on the shape and size of a web.
20-foot square, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to drop that. Oh, that's tiny. I'm going to drop that and expand
20-foot cube. So
Cube. Yeah,
So it's 4 5-foot things on a side.
like that. Is that
Yeah.
something what you would like?
Yeah, as long as I can get them all.
Oh yeah. I just
let's
want to put
see.
it in a place that you want it.
Yeah. So
I think we lost him.
No, he's thinking. I see him blinking.
I didn't see him blinking. I think he's froze.
I'm trying to decide whether I should
Access.
put it behind them to keep them from running it, or in front of them to keep them from overrunning us. I like where you've got it right there. So it's going to overlap essentially this row.
So it's right on the edge of the caltrops. It's the next square
Yes.
up. So you like? Okay.
Yep.
That is where it is.
Okay, and they don't have to save until their turn.
They don't have to. Oh, okay. I thought it's not immediate, and then
No,
at the end of the turn.
It is.
Whatever
Each
is.
creature starts its turn in the web, or that enters it during its turn. So they save on their turn.
Okay.
Whatever's worse for them.
Yes, let's do that.
You gonna stay out there and be brave, or
I'm not.
be smart and hide?
I'm going to do that.
Smart is
bravely
better than
ran away.
brave. Fairzon,
Mm-hmm.
you saw all that.
Jeez.
He's because Khaldun again is brightly lit.
Uh-huh.
Stepped out from around the corner, went goobity glue, and now they are glorched.
There's a lot of words there that I don't really understand, but okay.
Pictures
Yeah.
are worth more.
Pictures are worth at least
Glotched is a
75.
perfectly cromulent word.
It's worth 350.
No. Shoot. Can he can I throw or lob something into the webbing effectively?
As far as I know, the webbing has no effect on vision or any kind of cover. So it's
That's
yeah.
right.
Okay.
There's no cover.
Yeah.
So
right now, the only clear shot you really have though is of the warg and its rider.
Okay.
The other three can barely even. Well, the first one right beside you can barely see that's in the room, but the other two you can't even see.
Okay. All right. Let me find my character sheet again and see if I actually went in and put the longbow that I got onto my character sheet, because I keep forgetting to do that. I don't think I
Hey,
did.
somebody remind me how to do the measuring of distance. What is an alt or?
No, there's a tool on the left. It looks like a circle with a ruler sticking out of it.
Looks like oh, thank you. Is that the snapped corners? No snapping.
It's like
Snapped corner.
someone is throwing a baguette into a target. That's what it looks like.
What? The measurement tool?
That was extremely descriptive.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to figure out line of sight.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
if I don't have
you're
line
good
of
with the
sight,
warg. I think you're good. You're good with the warg and its rider. The other three goblins,
yeah.
one has almost complete cover. The other two are you can't see. Okay. Just double check it, because what you can see, they can see. That's why I'm looking.
Okay. Well, my longbow, I thought I had proficiency in it, but my dexterity is terrible. So never mind, because I don't have any dex. So he's going to pull his axe off of his hand axe off of his belt, flip it, because I've been playing New World, and that's what you do every time you draw an axe.
That's what here.
Yeah, flip it over, and
every time. That seems excessive.
It is excessive, and I'm throwing it.
Go for it. Roll the hit. Exiton, 5th edition does not do the alternating 5 and 10. It's an optional rule, but to make it easy, diagonal and straight is all 5 feet. It evens out because it works for both sides. So to answer your question, it's 5 feet regardless of diagonal or side to side, up and down.
That was
8.
8. So
that your hand axe is just dangling there in the webs, like a beautiful ornament. In hell.
It'll be easy. It'll be easy to retrieve.
That's my favorite axe. I'm getting that back.
You wouldn't even have to bend down.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. So that is a standard action for a move action. Probably for the best to step back over the dead goblin here. Can I occupy the same space as the dead goblin?
Yes, if it's dead, sure. Okay.
So I'll get a little bit of cover from Bowie McWarg.
You're now out of sight.
Okay.
Out of sight.
Out of sight. All right. That was the Fairzon. Nobody can see
dead.
inside the room. Foreshadowing. All right, Tarathiel, it's back to your turn.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I got some saving throws to make. I forgot. Yes. Hold on. I will start with the WARG. That's DC 13? 14? 13?
13.
Success. That's a fail. Success. Holy crap.
Wow.
All right.
I was going to say, please tell me that the WARG makes it up, but the rider doesn't. The WARG just rides out running.
Just dangling.
Dang it.
Bastard. All right. So I forgot about the webbing. Let me make some moves here. They're moving out.
Bye.
All right.
Mm-mm,
Now, go ahead, Tarathiel.
it's not good.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna keep this up, and I'm gonna step in and throw a psychic blade at our rider.
It is pitch black. Can you see in the dark? I never can remember. You have dark vision, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. Dark vision to 60 feet.
All right. You're good.
Let me find the right tab.
So
because
what you see is the
reasons.
warg looks perfectly fine, and it's looking back up at the goblin rider who is sitting there dangled and entwined in this web.
It's doing that dog thing of like, we go.
Yeah, it's- oh,
It's like, come on, come
Uh-huh.
on, come on.
Walkies. So I guess back to the. Is it better to just stand here and throw a thing? I probably don't have line of sight on the rider from where I am. So
you just have to move 5 feet south or east.
Yep. yeah. I'm trying to keep my advantage where I can have it.
Do Heath? I forgot about web. Do you guys have advantage if they're restrained?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you have advantage on that attack.
Good.
Did I have
that's
advantage
it.
on my axe throw?
He wasn't restrained at the time.
Dang it.
No,
Okay.
not until the start of his turn. That's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
14 total damage to our rider.
And the rider stops moving bloodily.
And
Splat.
dangles
Yes.
gorely.
Splat.
In separate pieces. Leg
Gross.
here. Yeah. It's very gory. It's very Saw.
Kind of want to reveal the caltrop so we can go in there, but I'm not going to just yet. Okay, Tracy will move back and use his cunning action to hide again. And these things are on different things. So, 16. It's getting worse. Tarantula is less and less hidden every time he throws a blade out of the dark, surprisingly.
One of these days, Farazan might actually see him.
Pazel sees a few more goblins run across the hall.
Zooming out, zooming out, zooming out.
Same area. I just moved them one across, but Pazel did see 3 more goblins run out of that doorway, across the hall, and down the other hallway. Across the way.
The door running away going, sheet.
Why are we going toward the danger?
What the hell is that?
That was Evil's turn. Khaldun, it's your turn.
I'm going to step out and survey what's left. And so I see the warg is
Warg is
in the
free.
web, but not restrained.
Correct. And you can see with your light out now, just right there on the edge, you see there is a goblin that's moved out of the webbing.
Can I shoot its toe?
You can shoot at it. It has a little bit of cover, but you can definitely take a shot.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's in that 5 foot square. Just I'll give you some more vision.
Oh, cool.
There you
go. I'm going to hurl a firebolt at it.
Do it.
Take this. Skanky goblinoid.
Oh, consider it tooken.
It's not a crit, unfortunately.
Dang.
No.
It's close enough, though. It's awesome.
So close. Oh, but max damage.
10 points of fire.
No more toes for that goblin.
Yeah, that
That's what
goblin
you get for dodging the web.
Happy. Definitely overbloodied, scorched, as it were, but still up and moving.
Yeah, medium rare.
He walked into a burning bolt of fire.
Burn. So can I? You said this is difficult terrain to the north of me, right?
Going uphill basically is considered difficult terrain.
And I can skirt the caltrips.
Yes, and difficult
So
plus
if
difficult doesn't compound, so you're fine.
So I can do that.
Yes, that'll be 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. That was Khaldun. Farazan, you see your tank running down the hall, up the hall. Actually, you don't see anything. You're around the corner.
Yeah,
It's your turn.
He didn't see Jack.
Actually, he can see me. Can he not see me?
Yeah, I mean, he saw that
saw
you
me
come around. He
move.
saw it come around. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
See the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I know there were things around me, can I roll a perception again to see if I can, if Farazan can hear, baddies coming from the hallway north?
You hear baddies coming. No perception necessary. You hear them coming.
Okay.
They're not being quiet at this point. They're not necessarily just doing a continual howl, but they repeat the howl over and over again as they're pumping themselves up. They're mimicking the warg.
Oh, okay. It's not other wargs. It's goblins mimicking.
No,
things.
it's obviously goblins. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Do I have anything fun here? I don't think I do. like
Party favors.
like a bear trap or something, a grenade maybe. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Just here, guys, hold this.
I should have retrieved the caltrop so I could drop them in the corridor on the next turn.
I do have a mushroom flask.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I've got painter supplies. I'm gonna paint a hallway to the east there, so to make it looks like it goes straight through, and I just run into it like a coyote.
Acme style.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if it's Acme style, you can actually run through the hallway.
Yeah.
That you draw.
It's true. Man, I don't know. Okay. I think it would be best if Farazan moves back to spot here. And that's downhill, so that's not difficult terrain.
Yeah, and side to side, again, if you're not changing, you're fine going side to side also.
Okay.
And you see everything. Khaldun's moved forward. You see the dead warg rider, the warg that is free from the web.
And I assume the warg still bad attitude is going to come in, snapping at Khaldun.
It looks fairly snarly, yeah.
Okay. Then he will reach down on the other side of his belt and pull his remaining hand axe and chuck it at the warg.
All right.
Does it have
it? You don't have advantage. It's not restrained.
His least favorite hand axe, right? By definition.
By fact.
Dang it, man!
Man, you have decorated the web with hand axes.
It's Halloween.
It's so
very
festive.
Halloween.
It's very Halloween. This is our hand axe tree.
If they were machetes, it'd be even better.
This is just bad. This is just bad. I feel like I should
Flavor
go,
machetes.
Like, turn in my throwing axes that I keep in the garage. But no.
I don't know why I just had the image of the Xeno Sith. Have y'all seen this meme? The Mad DM's like, oh yeah? Well, here's a Xeno Sith. It's like an alien with a red lightsaber.
Lightsaber, yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
That'll teach you.
I thought the Halloween, yeah.
No, I think Farazan will just move back to the hallway here to keep an eye on things. I know he hears something coming, so he's gonna get the longstaff at the ready. But I don't have any actions left to do anything mechanically, so that's it.
And it's many more than one somethings. It's not just like goblin. Is sleep concentration?
Excuse me?
Is sleep spell concentration?
No.
Okay. All right. That was Farazan. Khaldun, the warg, does it make its saving throw now or at the end of its turn?
Yes, now.
Now? Okay.
Start of his turn. Yep.
Is completely entangled
Hooray.
and restrained by the web. You
Convenient.
lucky wizard.
That's possible as it to you.
Exactly.
I will taunt you a second time.
Tarathiel, it is your turn.
Fetch it a bush. All right, I'm gonna throw a psychic dagger at this wag.
Right, it is restrained. You have advantage.
Of course, is on the other tab. Please hold. All right, here we go. That's a natural 20 for a 26. That's a lot of damage.
That is
That's
a
a lot
lot
of
of
damage.
damage.
I can't. How is that?
That's 19 total damage and 15 critical damage.
Holy crap.
So 1,000, it dies. It is completely dead.
Cool. Uh,
Its head just
Tarathiel will
evaporates. Just kaboom.
Yeah, again, I think Heath, you pointed out last week, there's nothing happening. You're throwing psychic
Yeah.
daggers. You just come out and just go,
Yep.
just give like a
Yes.
nasty look. And it dies.
Just a little bit of blood trickling out of his nose.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, it stops moving immediately.
Wow,
Wow,
I'm kind of I'm flavoring it Tarathiel's knives more like Psylocke's blades, so you can
I
imagine
was
like
too. I was too.
a purple dart flies through, but it doesn't actually touch the webs on the way through, so it just goes straight through the webs, hits this thing in the head.
It takes
Um, Tarathiel will spend a bonus action to retrieve his caltrops,
Okay, they are in your pocket. Take those off.
and then which way am I going? Fezan can't see, and there's a web that way.
This way.
So I'm probably following Fezan. 5, 10, 15-ish, I guess. Could I get to there?
Oh yeah, yeah, no problem.
I mean, you pretty
Okay.
much appear out of nowhere and walk past Farazan at this point, I'm sure.
Shit.
But,
And
You're
Look at
you're
this
only
goblin.
just
Take
you're
that
only
goblin
just
out
in
of
the
the way.
light, I think. So
And you still have dim light from Khaldoon's light. You're still within range of that.
Mhm.
So it's not total darkness for you, Farazan.
Yeah, that's cool. Exoton is asking about the caltrops. What are there's some kind of magic-y thing, right? I forget what it is. What's
yes, they are. It's the Lieutenant's Guard. You can deploy them as a bonus action, retrieve them as a bonus action, and there's they cover 2 5-foot squares.
And they also count as magic, iron, and silver for the purposes of resistance.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, they're gross, which is why I desperately needed to add them to my character sheet. 'Cause I kept forgetting to
Otherwise,
use
they
them.
stand as just average caltrops, right? They do barely any damage, but they're great for controlling the area.
Yeah, they're just good D4s.
That was Tarathiel. Anything else?
No, I guess I let Fezan know that I'm there because he probably hasn't noticed.
Yeah, he's completely, yeah.
Right,
What are we doing?
right behind you, buddy.
Yeah, tap him on the shoulder. But hey,
Okay. Every dog
Pazel?
has his day, and that dog's day is in its past.
Pazel doesn't say anything this turn,
oh good.
and Farazan does. As 2 goblins around the corner, and you see. Actually, you don't see anything because it's dark. So 2 goblins come around the corner. You're in dim light. They're attacking you, so you can see them attacking you. They do not have. It does not have advantage against you, but it will take a swing at you with a miss. The one behind it, however, does have a bow. You have some cover from the other one in front of it.
Can I riposte?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I will riposte with my long staff. Yeah. Dang, son of.
All those are accurate depictions of what just happened. The goblin behind it, however, rolls a 19 to hit. You have a +2 to your armor class. Does that hit?
It does not hit. Thank you very
That
much.
is a miss. All right. Damn it. Stupid cloak. What was I thinking letting you have that?
Yeah, Tarathiel, catch. Ducks out of the way.
Both Tarathiel and Farazan, please give me a listening perception, so it's not affected by darkness. No disadvantage. No
Okay.
disadvantage.
Oh, a good roll. Something over a 10. 21 total.
21. All right, Farazan, you hear
Goblins?
down that hallway casting.
Mm-mm.
Something is casting magic.
Oh boy.
He announces something is casting. I don't like it. Look out.
And do you guys remember when you first stepped down into this area, I described the feeling, the smell, the mist. The mist is getting a little thicker.
Crap.
And Khaldoon, you don't even need a perception check. You hear what sounds like a large group of bats flying up the passageway to the quote south below you, down where the -20 is.
Yep.
Down from that area, you hear
Yep.
a flock of bats, a herd, a waddle. I don't know what that group of bats is called, but a bunch of bats coming up towards your
Yeah,
direction.
the acid has taken hold.
And in your acidic state, it's your turn.
My turn.
Yes.
The collective noun for bats is a cloud. Oh wait, there's lots of them. There's a flock. There's a colony. There's a cloud.
A mess.
A mess. A bunch.
Flock. Like herd.
A vampire.
Odd.
A vampire's worth.
Vampire of bats.
A vampire of bats. And they're coming from down here.
Down.
Yeah.
From the -20 area.
Is that where Farazan heard the casting from, or did he hear that from the
No,
hallway?
you heard up behind the goblins down the hallway.
Okay. We are surrounded. He calls out.
I'm thinking.
Mhm, mhm.
Bat.
A fat of bats.
Is that goblin is still there, right?
bat sound?
That I lit
Yes.
up before.
Yes. Still there. Oh, you know what? No, it's not his turn. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. I say out loud, do we want to stick around and fight Drakthar?
Where is he?
You heard him casting, right?
It could have been someone else.
Okay. yes,
Is
you're right.
that better?
I've never met the man.
Here's the dick.
You have a point. I'm going to hurl a firebolt at the goblin again.
Okay.
Yes, and another like 50 goblins. No.
Is that natural?
That's a crit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. All right, roll your double damage.
Oh, your god.
That's
That's max damage.
let's get another one of those, shall we?
That's one.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay.
So
Yeah.
14 points of fire.
Talk about sublimating earlier. This thing just turns to ash.
It's like this flaming hole in his chest. Like, I think there's something wrong.
The only thing that's left is like its head sitting there with a unhappy face.
He turned him into an emoji.
I was telling my girls, is like, I think the modern version of it needs more cowbell is it needs more emoji. All right, so I jumped down. You said that there's no
It's a
difficult
slope.
terrain.
It's a slope. It's not jumping. But you're
And
fine.
15, 6, 20, 25. 25 gets me there.
Yes, you're good. And
Yeah.
you see just around the corner the goblin that is on Farazan's is attacking Farazan.
Okay. And I'm done.
All right, that was Khaldun. Farazan, it's your turn. Got a little bitty green ugly in your face.
Little bitty green ugly in the face. Okay. Going to smack a little bitty green ugly with a staff.
Okay.
Gotta choke up on it. Actually, I think when he's in close, he probably kind of does the pugil stick method there. Kind of.
I thought you were gonna choke up on the goblin.
I mean, yeah, I'd do that, but I don't have proficiency in force choke. Rolling the d20, and I swear, I mean,
You're consistent.
I mean,
There are other numbers.
there are other numbers, but I can't seem to find any.
Are you rolling an 11-sided die?
I think so. I mean,
It's just a one-sided die with an 11 on it.
It is really. Can I go get my loaded dice from the other game that I was running? With a curse in giant, and he will use the whip around with the other end of the staff. Did I roll it? Did it roll? I don't think so.
It did not.
I angrily clicked the mouse, so it may not have. Yeah, see, that end of the staff is fine. 15?
You're holding it
15.
backwards.
15's a hit.
Okay, excellent. 6 points of end of the staff damage to the goblin. Yeah.
Ugh. Smack it, hurt it. Do not even bloodied.
Not even bloodied.
Not even bloodied.
I love that. Not even blood. I didn't feel that.
Which one of y'all kicked me? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I can't go anywhere or do anything, so I'm gonna stay here. Goblins in front of me. Yeah, Joker's to the left of
Trathiel's
me.
behind you.
Yeah. So okay.
All right.
That's it.
I am stuck in the middle with Khaldun.
That's it. Farazan's gonna stand there and be a blockade.
Doing some movement. Oh wow. Oh wow. Good. Fly like your head's a street, man. Second saving throw.
Can I come through that?
If they save,
Yeah.
and Khaldun, you do see a goblin emerge from your webbing.
Okay.
Exactly
where I want them.
All three of you, again, not needing perception check because it's closer. You hear casting again. You also hear bats getting louder from down the eastern quarter of the natural cave. Tarathiel, I'm not sure what round it is, like 52, but it's your turn.
Okay. Just added more exclamation points to the bats.
Batser.
Yes, more bats. That's enough bats. Tarathiel will take a bonus action to aim and then hurl a psychic dagger at this one in front of Khaldun.
Handy.
Front of Farazan?
In front of Farazan.
Okay. All right. It means you have advantage. Now, you had advantage
Do I? Why do I have advantage anyway?
because Farazan's right beside him. Oh, advantage. I'm sorry. Never mind. Forget me.
I know.
You're right.
Shibuya. That's a natural 20.
Jace. It's
A
dead.
total of 26 damage.
Dead. If you want to know the damage, that's fine, but it is DED.
And then because I aimed, I can't move. It's one of the requirements of using the bonus action aim.
Well, it murdered something, so it worked fairly well.
That's all I needed.
Hazel.
All I wanted to do.
Don't want to get bats.
All I've ever wanted. Pazel does not see any more movement.
Farazan looks over his shoulder and says, "I softened him up for you."
Still
Good job, buddy. Teamwork. Save me from bats.
It's Evil's turn. Khaldun. No, that one goes on a different turn. Keep forgetting. All right, it is Khaldun's turn.
I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to incinerate the one in front of the webs. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
It must be nice to be able to hit something.
4 points of fire.
4? Okay.
4 points of fire.
It looks singed.
And
a little irritated.
And I am going to. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just going to move around that corner.
Okay,
Hooray,
so
right there.
next to the sleeping, cute, adorable, innocent.
Yeah, I'm about to kill him.
Completely. Okay.
Soon to be murdered goblin.
Fairzon, it is now your turn again.
I mean, this is heavy. It's just thinking like he's swung and missed so many times. I'm tempted to pull out the great sword because it's by definition it's great. So, but no,
just snaps the stick across his knee.
Yeah.
back up. Yeah. Now he's going to lunge forward and jab with the long staff from 10 feet away. Hey,
A hit.
that'll do. 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right. How about a 7 for you? It says slashing, but that's wrong. It should be
Bludgeoning. Bludgeoning. 7 points.
Yes. Points bludgeoning.
Got it.
Whips around with the butt end of the staff, jabs forward again.
Crit.
And yeah, there you go. How about a crit for that?
Good Lord, guys. All right.
11 points of damage from the other end of the staff.
Collapses dead on the ground.
All right. And at that, Fairzon will flip the staff over. It's the same on both ends, but he flips it over and changes his grip. He's like, this is getting ridiculous.
This is better. This one is toast.
So
All right. Anything else? Fairzon.
At that, I've got a movement left, but he looks over his shoulder at the two companions that have been much more effective in combat. He says, "What's the strategy here? Should we move? Go back? Press forward?"
Not get eaten by bats.
Not get eaten by bats. Well, this does seem to be a defensible position if you want to stay here.
If there's someone casting, we're going to have to go to them.
What's the light source? I forget. Is it a ring or is it a?
It's my ring, yeah.
Your ring. Okay,
My
so
ring.
it's not something you can come up here with.
You can kind of see Tarathiel's nervous about the situation.
Yeah. Is there
Yeah.
enough light that Fairzon could step forward or step to 10 feet forward? Would there be enough light to kind of get an idea of what's around the corner? I know light doesn't necessarily work that way, but if it's any reflections or
mean up
kindness
around-
from the GM.
Corner just straight up above you.
Yep.
So, like I said, light doesn't really work that way, but it is wide enough, though. You see a little bit of movement here. Just made it dark.
Thanks.
Revealing the area would reveal that there's a goblin standing there.
Okay.
It just, good God, oh Lord of mercy. Crap.
You're making it worse.
I am making it worse. Goblins are being
Creeping
eaten by
doom.
darkness. Sorry. Okay, there we go. That.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is that better?
All right.
Just around the light.
Yeah. I think then Fairzon will stay where he is and has move action. He flips his staff over and uses the good end of the stick.
This
So
is the
that's it.
This other side sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Fairzon, that's it. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. From around the corner, it's not just a single bat. It's a herd or gaggle of
A
bats.
herd of bats.
I
Good.
don't know the accurate terminology.
I guess crows are a murder, so then maybe it's a manslaughter of bats.
Manslaughter. A hurt feelings of bats. Comes around and just swarms all around you. Gets in your face, farts in your mouth, and will attempt to attack you. And actually, it enters your area to attack.
Ah,
Delightful.
That's even worse. It's scary. It's creepy, awful. Natural 9. Uh-oh.
it's on me. It's on me. It's on me.
Such
I
a
think
Fairzon roll.
13 misses.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. 13.
All
miss.
right.
Thank goodness.
And the goblin that Khaldun blasted last round.
Was that a melee attack?
Yeah. Yes. There's some special things about a swarm.
Preposterous.
That
You're going to
is-
riposte a swarm of
Can
bats? That's
Can I
amazing.
riposte a
I
swarm?
would. I
It's
would
called
most
throwing
certainly.
a tantrum. Yeah, that's a melee attack.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they make an attack roll and they miss me, I guess that they miss him. I guess that
Yeah,
works. So
totally.
okay. Riposting with my
Riposta.
super
You're
effective long
surrounded by all
staff.
these little bats, and you're using a great staff
Oh,
to
yeah.
hit them.
No match.
Toss them.
He
AC
goes full
20?
windmill.
Is that a natural 20?
No, it's
Oh,
an
yeah.
adjusted.
Okay, I can't see the bonuses when you guys roll. All right, that's a hit.
Okay. Excellent. How's about 14
Ooh.
bludgeoning damage?
Jeez.
That is a lot of damage, but you're hitting individual bats, so it
Uh-huh.
doesn't seem to be having the same full effect that you think it should.
So just
So yeah,
yeah. um I did grow up on a farm, and there was a small cave across the street, and of course I had a whip when I was young. I mean, who didn't?
as you do. Yeah.
And
Of course.
a manslaughter of bats were flying overhead one evening, and I whipped the whip over my head, and I hit one, and it wrapped it and slammed it to the ground, and it kind of got up the
Oh.
wall and then flew away. I was like, I got one.
It dazed it.
Yeah, I dazed him. It was non-lethal damage. It was a whip, right? I mean, that's how it works in Pathfinder. So yeah, but I have hit one before out of a swarm. So yeah, I know it's possible.
So the other goblin that came through the web moves on south, has a good line of sight on Farazan, will take a pot shot at you with the bats in your missing. Couple more goblins come around the corner from where you just dispatched the previous two. And for a third round in a row, you hear casting coming from around the corner down the hallway. The bats continue to harangue, harass, and attack, biting at Farazan's face and neck. Tarathiel has been murdering left and right. Khaldun murdering, burning things, webbing things, just generally fucking things
General
up.
nuisance.
Yes. And we will pick up next week with the continuation of this long, long fight.
I don't like it. I'm like they're everywhere. There's
They're-
goblins. There's bats. There's
Yes.
yeah.
You have entered the realm of the goblins and made yourself known. And you just happen to go to the one thing, literally straight to the one thing that can alert everything in the cave with a howl. First, like you're still fighting something else, and you're gonna like, I'm gonna bypass you and go to the howler.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's
yeah.
what happened,
I mean, this is the way, right? I mean, just yeah.
right? You all seem to be able to do that. It's amazing. You go straight to the center point where it's the easiest to alert everything within a 90-foot radius. It's awesome. I love it.
Gotta keep the story moving.
Yep. I mean, keep rolling.
Cowart, Buster, I thought I saw not Ian. Who did I see? I saw Exaton.
Next
Thank you
time.
guys for joining us.
Ran.
Don't forget Ren.
Ren. Oh, Ren's still there. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will be recording again next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you had fun.
Yeah. Stop by the
Hi-yo.
Discord if you are free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Come
I
hang
think I'll
out.
stop in for about 15 minutes before I have to go die.
Yeah, it's good. Hopefully you
I
get
looked
better.
I looked at my. I tell you, I looked at my my 2 weeks from last pay period, 157 hours. So yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. So I've had a busy past 2 weeks.
Man,
But,
have you
you know,
had some time off finally? I mean,
I had Saturday off. I took one day off out of the last 17.
jeez, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go take a break. But
Yeah.
we'll hang out for a little bit afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, you moved the bats up. Thanks for joining us, guys. We will see you next time. Y'all have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.